Saturday, March the 1st, and spring is here. It's a beautiful day for me to travel to world famous Jamaica Inn, high on Goon Bren, or Bodmin Moor as you'll know it. This place is renowned for being the haunt, in days gone by, of smugglers, pirates and wreckers. But although the sign above the door says that was long ago, there are those who believe they remain here still, as ghosts. Captain Broad, a retired merchant seaman, built this place as a farm in the late 18th century, but it's claimed he chose this location high upon the wastes of Goon Bren because it offered him the perfect place to hide contraband smuggled into any of Cornwall's countless shadowy coves. Of course, it was Daphne du Maurier who made Jamaica Inn famous, with her 1936 book turned into a film 3 years later by the director Alfred Hitchcock. The novel was said to portray Jamaica Inn as a place of tense excitement and claustrophobia, of real peril and thrill. Yet the reason people come here nowadays is for the ghosts. Yes, the food is great, the beer is great, and the historical setting is just wonderful. But Jamaica Inn has somehow become a place where the paranormal is now normal. Where a carnival of spirits reenact their living days, almost for the enjoyment of an audience desperate to delve into the supernatural world. And that's why I've come today, to meet with Karen Besant from the Inn's own in-house paranormal investigation team. But I get more than I bargained for in meeting a couple who saw and heard ghosts when they stayed last night, I'm in for a real treat. So I was sat listening to Karen Besant giving a talk about ghosts, and brilliantly, Katie, one of the people in the audience, told us that her friend Ben saw something in their bedroom last night. So, Ben, perhaps you can tell us what you saw?
I'll tell you, it was, I'll do my best because it wasn't very, like I said, there wasn't much detail, but there was definitely something there. So I was lying in bed. I was looking at the wall, kind of thing, and I just noticed that on the corner, there was like a corner where I was like against the wall, and the bathroom was sort of there. And I looked onto the wall there, and there was some kind of light, and it was in the shape of it was kind of in the shape of a person, and it was sort of moving like you know those sort of those 3D animations that play on a loop where they kind of move like a bit like a robot, like on loop. It was kind of moving a bit like that, and there was something, and there was some other kind of thing that was kind of jumping up like that along with it, like it could have been a dog or something.
So your interpretation was that it was possibly like a person and a dog jumping up?
Yeah.
And Katie said it sounded like, well, yeah, it sounded like it was dancing almost.
It was almost dancing, yeah, but yeah, it was kind of like stuck, like one of those old 3D animation things.
And so it was replaying its movement over and over again.
Over again, yeah.
And how long did it last for, Ben?
I'm not entirely sure. It didn't seem like that long. It was probably about a minute or two, maybe.
Wow.
And I was looking at it and sort of I thought it was something. It was like something was kind of beaming it onto the wall, like it was coming from, like it was coming from the bathroom or something, like something was beaming it onto the wall. It was, you know.
Oh, almost like it was being projected from somewhere else.
Like a hologram, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You said that you felt like it was coming from the light on the back, but then.
I thought it was. I thought if the lights on in the bathroom and something was then like, no, it's moving and it's kind of going around in a circle, repeating itself.
And did it make any noise?
No, definitely not.
And then did it just fade to nothing, or what happened?
I'm not entirely sure how it ended. I possibly looked another way, and then looked back in it and gone, possibly. I'm not entirely sure. I definitely wasn't asleep though, and it was before I started to It's before that moment of, it was well before that moment of drifting off. So there was definitely, I definitely saw something, and it wasn't my mind playing tricks on me.
Well, Ben, that is absolutely brilliant, because you had just added to the pantheon of ghost stories here at the world famous Jamaica Inn. And then Katie, you heard something here.
Yes, I did, yeah, because at about, as I say, midnight, midnight when we turned the lights on. And then I was listening, and then I heard this noise that I thought was perhaps like a bird or something, you know, because it was like a cheap type noise. And I thought, well, it can't be the birds because they, you know, it's dark outside, you know, and our room actually overlooks the courtyard. So we were right there, so if we were going to hear something, we would hear these noises that we meant to hear in the courtyard anyway. And like a metally type noise. And we'd heard it a bit earlier in the day as well, this strange noise, only for a few seconds. When we were talking and we stopped, we just heard it a few seconds. And we later mentioned it to one of the people in the hotel and the staff, and they said, oh, it was probably like a horse's bridle. You get the metal clinking or the bit or something like from the horse's bridle. But it did go on for, the noise I heard for the half midnight, it went on for probably like 3 minutes or so at least, you know, this noise. It went on, I thought, what is that? You know, yeah, so that's what we found out. I think so. We have both had paranormal experiences, one of which we experienced together when we heard the noise earlier in the day for a few seconds, and then it was longer at night time.
So, a scoop. Ghost Stories of Devon and Cornwall, able to bring you news of the most recent hauntings happening here at world famous Jamaica Inn. And so on to the next part of the show, the next episode I'll upload, where I'll feature my chat with Corrine Besant, the in-house paranormal investigator here at this famous creepy inn.